In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can connect ActiveCampaign to OptimizePress. Now, ActiveCampaign is an email marketing solution. It also has a built-in CRM. It's a very, very good marketing solution for small businesses. In fact, it's so good that you can automate your entire marketing campaigns at a fraction of the cost of some of the competitors. And at the same time, you get the same functions and ability to put your marketing on automation. And I absolutely love it. I'm going to show you some of the quick ways you can get started with OptimizePress and ActiveCampaign. So first things first, you're also going to need an ActiveCampaign account. Once you get that, you can get it from their site. You can sign up for a trial. They also have a $9 for 500 leads, I think it is at the moment. So anyway, from here, inside your account, you go to, on the right-hand side, we go into My Settings. We go to API. So here is the API URL and the API key. Over on the right here is a reset button, which you can click to reset this API key at any time. If for any reason you think there's a security risk and maybe your API key has been stolen or something like that. So anyways, copy this. We're going to go copy the URL. OptimizePress, we go to Email Marketing Services, ActiveCampaign, and we're going to paste in the URL there. Then we go back over to ActiveCampaign, going to copy the key. I'm just using Command C and Command V on the keyboard to paste in the key. Scroll to the bottom and click Save Changes or Save Settings. And that is OptimizePress now connected to your ActiveCampaign account. Inside OptimizePress, I've also created 3 pages for this tutorial just to show you the pages I'm setting up and why I'm setting them up. So we have 3 pages which we're going to use. We have a landing page, we have a thank you page or a please confirm your email page, and then we have a confirmed page, a confirmation. So once people have confirmed their email, we can present them with this confirmation. So we're doing it with a double opt-in process. So we're going to force our leads to confirm their email like a double opt-in, and then we're going to present them with the page afterwards. So what we do next, go back into ActiveCampaign and we're going to go to Lists. From here, you would go down to the bottom and click Add New List. Give your list a name. Leave your address. Also put in the website URL and then a reason why people are on your list, just to remind them. And from here, you'd click on Create List. And once you've done that, you're presented with this page. I've already made my list, so I'm just not going to go through and make it again there. And we've got a list here called Newsletter. Now you can have as many lists as you like. There's no problem with that. You can also move people around on different lists. We're going to cover that later on in the tutorial. Firstly, from here, we're going to go to Integrations and we're going to go to Forms. You then choose Create New Form. Give your form a name. If you had multiple lists, you then choose the lists from this drop-down menu here. Okay, and I've already created my form. You can see it's over here on the left. So from here, I'm going to click on Edit This Form. And you can see in here, I've given my form a name. It's just called Newsletter for now. And we've got the form over on the right here. There's various options that you can change things around. You can put in additional fields. Ignore these 2 fields that you see here. I've got OPM and ebook. This is just from my testing. Okay, these are custom fields. You can create different custom fields for all of your contacts. Okay, and I'll cover this again later on why you might want to do that. They have some theme style options. You can just change the look of your forms. This doesn't really apply to you because we're going to be using the OptimizePress forms here. So you don't really need to edit any forms or do anything. We have the next option is the opt-in confirmation email. Now, inside ActiveCampaign, once you have a paid account, you can choose to turn off this confirmation email if you want. You also get the option to customize the message that's sent out to people below here. So that comes with your paid plan. I'm inside a demo account right now, so don't worry that it's showing this. If you have a paid plan, you can customize all the text here and you can turn the confirmation on or off. Now, we're doing this video based on the fact is that you want to get double opt-in leads. You want people to confirm their email, okay? So that's what we'll be doing with this video. There is a way, obviously, another way to get around that if you don't want to do the double opt-in. Obviously, you can, in your paid account, you can uncheck this option here. But I'll also show you in a moment how you can add leads straight into your ActiveCampaign account without them needing to confirm their email. Okay, the next option down we have is Form Settings. And in the Form Settings area, I want to click on Subscription Confirmation Page. Now, ActiveCampaign does a great job of providing lots of different pages based on what the user is doing when they're either subscribing or unsubscribing, or even when they're updating or wanting to update their email account inside your ActiveCampaign account. Okay, so what you see here are a lot of tabs with a lot of different pages on them showing you the text that you can customize. But what we're going to do here, we're going to use our own pages. So we're going to keep the person, when they opt in on our website, we're going to keep that consistency all the way through, showing them pages that are on our website. So that's why I created the pages earlier on, which I'm going to show you how to use them now. So you can see here we've got opt-in has been sent confirmation, and that's what I've got clicked on here. So when someone subscribes, they'll be shown this page by ActiveCampaign. What we can do on the right here is we can click on this redirect to URL instead. We can click on that, and then we can go and copy our thank you page. We can paste that in here. Click on save. Okay, so it now means they're going to use our own page. It's going to be seen. Then we have a subscription completed confirmation. Again, click on that, then go to redirect to URL instead. We copy our confirmed page. We paste that in there as well and click save. Okay, there's also a subscription error occurred. This would be shown if you're using one of ActiveCampaign's forms and the person forgot to check their name or email. If we go to the unsubscribe tab, there's also a collection of other different settings here that you can configure on what your user sees once they unsubscribe. So you can customize some of these text in these pages, and it's definitely worth going through them and customizing them to suit your business or your niche or whatever the product is maybe that people are subscribing for. And they have like a default unsubscription form. There's also a subscription updates tab, and these are all different pages that people see when they're either updating their email account or even if they want to request to update their email account. And you can choose to customize these. I'm not going to cover this in this tutorial. I'm just going to show you really how to get the basics up and running so you can get people basically added to your ActiveCampaign account. So from here, I'm just going to click the save button on the right so I know my form and all my settings are saved. And then I want to go back to my main form again. So if I go to custom forms, and then from here, I'm going to go to integrate with your site. So now on this page, what we need to do is we need to write down or take a note or remember this ID here at the end, this number 1012. Now your number will probably be different to mine. It may be the same, but it's going to be probably a different number. And we want to remember this number here. It's also in the URL at the top here. This is the form code ID or the sign up ID. And we put this in our landing page next. And what this does, this tells OptimizePress which form we've created inside ActiveCampaign so that when our lead subscribes, they've gone through a particular form inside ActiveCampaign and it knows which subscription opt-in confirmation email to send them and then put them on the correct list. Okay, so this is why we need this form ID. So what we'll do, either jot it down or remember it or copy it. Mine's 1012. So we're going to go to our landing page now and I'm going to open up the live editor. Then going to go down to the overlay optimizer button that I've got here. You might be using a different form. It's exactly the same process once you go into the form itself. And then from here, I'm going to choose ActiveCampaign from the drop-down list. And then we'll see my list come up here. I've only got the one list just now. If you've got more, then you might need to choose your different list. I've got an ID. This ID is actually from tests I've been doing earlier on, but you can ignore that. So mine is 1012 for my particular form that I've just created. And then we want to put in our thank you page URL. I'm going to put in the thank you page that I've made saying, please confirm your email. And then we're going to go down here. We've got first name, email. Then I'm going to also add in an additional field, which will be last name because my form is using last name. And the order will be number 2 because, or number 1, sorry, my first name is 0, last name is 1, then email is 2, that's fine. If you see, here again, we're seeing different tags and things, just ignore what you're seeing here on mine, yours will be different. You might have phone, organization name and tags. You won't need them just yet. You can have text fields inside your form if you really want to. It just means the person is going to be kind of creating their own tag inside ActiveCampaign. It wouldn't really mean anything to the user. So I wouldn't really worry about these two options yet. Organization name you might want to use, and phone number you might want to use. But you can ignore tags for now. And obviously I've got these two custom fields here, so you can ignore them as well. So you could actually create custom fields. I'm going to cover that in another video a bit later on, or another section of this video. So for now we're using last name, and we're just going to click on insert. We can see we've got the correct order there, and then we'll click update, save and close, then reload this page. If I click on my button here, my opt-in form, we can see we've got the correct form. So we've got first name, last name, and email address. So what we've done, we've set up the list and the form inside ActiveCampaign. We've created our 3 pages, which we've used again in the correct form inside ActiveCampaign, so that when people subscribe, they're going to go to the 2 pages that we've set. We've got the, first of all, the thank you page, which you're going to ask them to confirm their email. Then once they click the link to confirm, they're going to be approved and say, you've confirmed. So we've got them 3 pages ready to go. We've got the landing page, thank you, and the confirmation page. So once you've done that, you're now kind of ready to go to start collecting leads, and they'll get added inside ActiveCampaign. But there's still one last step we can do here, and it's really a choice of what you want to do next with the lead once they're subscribed. So inside ActiveCampaign, we have 2 options here. We have campaigns and we have automations. Okay, so if I go over to campaigns and I create a new campaign, okay, so inside campaigns, there's a lot you can do inside the campaigns. You can just send the one-off emails, you can do automation, you can do autoresponders, split testing, and so on. Okay, so there's lots of settings here. Now, how you probably want to use it, you either want to send, well, you use campaigns to send out regular emails, but you might want to send an instant follow-up to people that sign up to your list. So if you want to do that, like an instant welcome email, just the one-off email, then you'd choose autoresponder here, and would create an autoresponder. So this gets sent immediately to the person once they confirm their email address. Okay, so it's a one-off email, and it goes immediately to the person once they confirm. Now, if you want to set up an automated sort of sequence where you may be delivering a course over a number of set days, split apart by different days and times, then we'd go to the automation section. Okay, so we go on the drop-down arrow here, we're going to go to automations. So you really want to decide what you want to do first. If you want to just send one instant follow-up or a welcome or a hello, then you can create a simple campaign here, and you've got autoresponder. You choose that, and then we go to next at the bottom left, and we'd select the list here. We're not going to segment or anything on the list. This is a bit more advanced, something you can do later on. Then we click next again. Then we choose one of the pre-made templates that they've got here. I'm just going to pick, obviously, anyone just for the sake of this video. You can customize these templates. You can preview them all. They're all lovely. You can play around with them, see what you want to do. There's loads of designs here. They also do custom designs if you want particular designs made. There's lots of designs there to play with. I'm just going to click on use this design, and I'll call this email welcome. And you can see you've got your name, and then you've got your from email address here as well. And we click continue. One of the things I love about ActiveCampaign is you can customize the from email that's being sent with your emails that go out, and it doesn't have to always be the same email on your domain name. It's one of the really nice features. They've got loads of little great features. That's just one of them I like. So if I wanted to customize a different email that was going out for a campaign, you can just simply click on here and edit it. You can also edit the name of the person it's come from. So you just click on that. So this, I'm not going to customize this email. Obviously, I'm not going to cover that in this video. But this is where you would choose to change the layout, delete some of the elements that are on this page, and put in your own text and things, put in your own images. Just worth playing with this. It might take it's probably the longest time it would take for you when you're using ActiveCampaign is to come up with your own template and your theme design. Once you've done that, you can actually just save it and then use it again and again. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I'm going to skip on to the next page. And you can see here we have a confirmation, and you've got this option here, this autoresponder will be sent You can see it's checked immediately, or you could choose to send at a specific time frame. So you could split it up by days and hours as well, okay? But this is a one-off. So generally this is probably going to be sent immediately, or maybe like, you could probably set it up to be 1 hour. But I think if you want to get more advanced with how you're going to send stuff, we can look at the automations next for that. So we've got immediately. You can also see we can do things like Google tracking. We can also track links that are opened as well. And there's loads of other stuff we can do with ActiveCampaign. It's amazing. Once you start looking into it, I'm going to cover some other bits in this video. So right now, what we've done is we've created an instant email that goes out to the person once they subscribe. Okay, down the bottom here, we'll click on Finish. Then we go back to View Campaigns, and that's it done. So that's just an instant follow-up email. So when someone subscribes to our list, they get sent a follow-up, like a welcome or whatever it was. You may even want to put in there, it could be your email to take them back to your confirmation page, like this page, to show them the video. You could say, welcome, thanks for signing up. Just in case you missed the link, here's the link back to the first video in our course or the first download. So that's the first way you can do the whole sort of automation. The next way would be actually creating automated campaigns. So you click on automations at the top, and you can see I've got one here that I've been playing around with before. If we click on that, we can open it up, and you can create as many of these as you like. This is where it gets really complex. But what you can do from here as well is you could create an automated sequence that you're going to send to your subscriber once they join your list. So you see here, I've got a start process, and it means once they start and they get subscribed to my newsletter, I've chosen I'm going to tag the lead. Okay, so I could maybe tag them, maybe as a particular download or a particular course or a video they wanted to get. So I could apply a tag. And then I've got an option here where I've set it to wait a few days. And then I could add in another option to say, right, I'm going to send them an email. So I choose send email. Then I create the email and go through the process of getting my template and things. Okay, so this is the second way that you can send your follow-up emails. And this is personally my preferred way because it gives you far more control later on in the process of tagging your leads and sort of finding out what they do and how they interact on your website. And it gets quite complex after this. It's an amazing piece of software what this does. I think some people will love this when they see the features that are available inside these automated campaigns. So what we've done now is effectively I've shown you the two ways that you can follow up. Okay, so what we've done is we've created the list and the form inside ActiveCampaign. We've connected it to our landing page, okay, which is here. We've told the landing page, the landing page knows what to do afterwards by sending people to the thank you page. And once they click the confirmation, they'll be shown this page. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to opt in that process just so you can see how it works for a user who's actually opting in. So I'll click on the Give Me Instant Access button, and I should be presented with I am the thank you page. So it's telling me please confirm the email. So this is the first stage, initial, confirm your email for joining our list. What I'll do now is I'll go to my email, and you can see here that I've got that email confirmation sent back to me. Ignore the two above. Obviously, I've been doing a bit of testing with ActiveCampaign. So this is the one that I've just been emailed. It was sent to me literally, 0 minutes ago here. If I click on confirm my subscription, okay, ActiveCampaign does its stuff, and then it sends me to the correct confirmation page. So it's exactly what we've set up. I've opted in. I've been told to confirm my email. I've got the email. I've clicked on the email confirmation link, and I'm presented with this page next. Okay, so that's that process of someone opting in. And what we should have received now is also that welcome email, the instant confirmation email we set up from the campaign, the autoresponder. So if I go back to my email, you can see here, this is that email that we got sent out. This is that instant email that comes. I've called it welcome email, and it got sent right away the moment I subscribed, and it followed up with the reply back to say, whatever you included in your email. So we know that all works. That process is done. You can now connect your ActiveCampaign to ActiveCampaign and fire out an instant autoresponder email, or you choose to put them on an automated sequence, as I showed you earlier. If we jump back into ActiveCampaign and we just go to the contact section, We can see here, this is my account I'm just testing with and I've been added. And if I click on it, it brings up my details when I've entered. And you can also see here, it's added me straight onto that automation called tagging leads. And over on the right, it shows the automation tagging leads. So this is that automated sequence that I built. Although it doesn't have anything in it, you can just see here that ActiveCampaign has already put me into that campaign or that sequence, and I can start doing anything I want with that lead that comes into that sequence as well, okay? So that just shows you what's going on inside the account. Okay, so there you have it. I know that might be a little bit technical. You can obviously watch this video back through and see how we've set up each of the individual pages and how I just connected OptimizePress to ActiveCampaign. Now, if I just jump back to my landing page, I said earlier in the video that I needed that form ID. And if I jump back into, let's open up the live editor here and jump back into the overlay optimizer, the opt-in form. You can see here I've got my form ID. I said earlier in the video about not using this form ID and how you can put leads into ActiveCampaign without them needing to confirm their email. And that's what will happen if you don't use this form ID here. If you have a blank form ID, what happens is the user details just gets put into ActiveCampaign. You'll never be able to send them that double opt-in email. Obviously, we'd encourage you to try and get confirmed leads. They're a bit more credible, a bit more targeted. People who obviously take the time to confirm their email are usually genuinely interested in your products. So we do try and encourage you to get the double opt-in process. At the same time, I appreciate the fact that some people don't want the double opt-in because they don't get as many subscribers. So you just got to weigh up what you want to do there. So if you choose to use this ID, the form ID or not, the lead is still added inside ActiveCampaign. Just be aware of all the different spam laws about obviously having double opt-in or double confirmed leads. It's far more better for you to actually try and encourage the double opt-in process. So that's what happens if you don't use that form ID, okay? So I just wanted to cover that for people. I know people will probably ask that, if we don't put it in, the leads are still getting added. So that you can still do things with them inside ActiveCampaign. You're just not going to have their email confirmed. So there you have it. That's ActiveCampaign connected to OptimizePress. And like I said before, I've only skimmed the surface of ActiveCampaign. There's so much more it can do to help you automate your whole business or the marketing behind your business. So I hope you've learned something in this video. I want to say thank you in advance for any comments or feedback you have. And if you do have any questions about anything, feel free to post them in the comment section below. We will cover a bit more on ActiveCampaign later on. But for now, that's it. Hope you enjoy it. Get it connected up on your site. And thanks again, and we'll see you in more videos.